Welcome to the Soulful Mystics podcast. I'm Steph.
And I'm Julie, and we are intuitive hypnotists, sharing our journey along the way. Hello, Mystics. Julie here, and I'm thrilled to welcome you back to the Soulful Mystics podcast for Season 2, alongside the ever-amazing Steph. We are excited to be back. We have missed you all and have lots of fun planned for this year. Also, we're looking forward to engaging more with our listeners. If you have questions, stories to share, or topics to suggest, we'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and send us an email at soulfulmysticspodcast@gmail.com. For a deeper dive into the mystical world of Steph, explore her website at soulfulstephanie.com. And if you're curious about me and my journey, check out my website, soulseekerhypnosis.com. If you're finding joy in our podcast, please take a moment to leave a 5-star rating and review. Your support aids in spreading the magic to even more. This year is all about growth, expansion, and exploration for us, and we invite you to join us on this journey. Whether you choose to share the podcast with friends, leave a rating or a review, or simply just listen and enjoy, please know that we genuinely appreciate each and every one of you.
Welcome back. It feels good to finally see you again, even though we talk and see each other often.
I know, but it hasn't been as often lately.
No.
Feel
And
like
just like little things here and there. But yeah, it's going to feel good to have an actual conversation.
I know. I'm excited and I'm happy to be back. Although I do feel rusty at this podcast recording thing.
Yeah, definitely got some nerves just because it feels like you'd think it'd be like riding a bike. Maybe it is. I guess we'll find out.
I
But
haven't ridden a bike in a while, so that might be disastrous.
yeah, actually, my mom took my bike away because I just ended up in the emergency room too many times.
Oh my gosh.
So, not the best.
Here's the thing about Steph and Julie that most people probably didn't know is we're both very clumsy.
Yeah.
I really have been wanting to take up roller skating, but also very, very scared because I'm very clumsy.
Oh my God. Okay, so fun story. One time, my friend and I decided we were in high school, we were going to rollerblade to school, and I had never done that before. I just borrowed her sister's rollerblades, and I was like, "Yeah, it's easy." That's what she said. She said it was easy. We ended up like having to go down a hill, but you don't think that would be something you need like guidance for, instructions. And it just so happened at the bottom of the hill, there was a curve, and beyond the curve was a lake.
Oh no.
So I didn't go to school that day. I went right into the lake. And then I panicked because how do you swim with rollerblades on? It was just,
No.
yeah, never rollerbladed again. Anyway, fun story.
Way to kick us off, Steph. I love it.
Automatically getting cut out.
No way. No.
Yeah, I don't
This
know
is
why we're so
authentic.
clumsy.
I don't know. But if there is a corner or something for me to walk into, catch my hip on, God damn it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It happens every time.
And it could be the same corner or the same furniture every time.
Yeah.
We don't learn.
No. Or maybe this is where mindfulness comes in.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We know the corner is there. The corner of the counter has not moved.
Yeah, it's just
Beware.
we're distracted while walking.
I guess. Probably on our phones texting each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Mystery solved.
So we're the problem for each other.
But we actually help each other all the time on the daily.
Yeah, especially if it's like not feeling like an idiot for running into stuff,
Yes.
having someone to laugh with about it. There's something that you sent me yesterday that I sent to everybody that I know of somebody asking why millennials hide whenever somebody knocks at the door.
Yes.
And literally I hide and I'm committed to hiding. I know they saw me. They know that I know that they saw me, and I will stay hidden and I will not move. And when you sent me that, a man kind of chimed in and said that it's because our parents used to leave us home alone and tell
Yeah.
us not to open that door for anybody. And I sent it to like all my brothers and everybody, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's so true." Because
It
we all
is
hide.
true. Oh, yes, me too. My car will be right out in the driveway.
Hmm.
I will hide.
Hmm.
Yeah, especially
Max
if it's
doesn't.
somebody I don't know. It's like,
Oh,
why are you here? What do you want?
yeah. Just no, it's so rude to knock at someone's door. Like if we don't know each other and you don't have my phone number to text me, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now they have these things called Ring doorbell camera things.
Hmm.
God damn it. I flipped mine off this morning.
Really?
I hate it. I mean, it was a very thoughtful gift that we received for Christmas. However, that thing is my husband and son, they get too much enjoyment out of it.
Mm.
Okay, my husband installed it the other day, and I went to go check it out to see how he installed it. And it captured the stupidest video of me. And my husband and son and myself, we died laughing over it. This is going to be my fate now, is like severe anxiety of walking out of my door or coming in my door. So this morning I took Ava for a walk and I left, forgetting about the Ring doorbell camera. And then when I came back and I saw it, I was like, God damn it. And I flipped it off because I know they're going to check it. See what kind of stupid face I made today. I flipped it off.
That's hilarious. So does it capture and then send to your phone, or like does it have motion detection or something?
Yeah, so I think it's motion detection. I really don't know. I just downloaded the app and my family all gets a notification. It'll say someone is at your door or something like that. I think it just is detecting the movement.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I've fallen off my front step way too many times to count. So that would have been fun to have for those moments. But besides that,
Aw, yeah. I am someone who is always making a fool out of myself, and my husband and son are going to get so much enjoyment out of it.
yeah, yeah. Even for themselves, like the photo you sent about Mason kind of putting his face up into it,
Oh
like you'll
my
you'll get some
God.
fun videos too, I'm sure.
I look forward to that because that just shows off his funny personality.
Hmm. So
Yes.
cute.
Yes. Anyway, so we're back after a few months break.
Yep. I'd like to say it felt good, but it was a rough few months for me.
I would have to agree.
Hmm.
So, in our muggle lives, Steph and I still work regular jobs, and I've been on overtime, so it's been fun. I'm grateful for it, of course, but it takes away from other things in my life that I'd rather put time and effort into.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, it's kind of like an outlet as well to just rather than stuff all the things that we have to talk about, like exciting things as well. I feel like
Yes.
I've held on to them because, we text a lot, but we don't voice chat a lot. So there's a few things that I'm just really excited about coming up in this season too. One of them is a client, now friend, Sarah. She is Scout's mom that she shared her story in the October special.
Yes.
We did a session together and she was working with a pack of wolves and it was just so beautiful and inspiring. And you know me, I love animals and love wolves, dogs. So
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
I'm really excited about sharing that session as well as the conversation we had with her. She's just the
Oh,
sweetest.
she is. Oh my gosh, I know. She was in Meredith's mediumship class that I took at the end of October, beginning of November. And her and someone else reached out to me through the chat and they're like, "Oh my God, we listened to the podcast." And what? People listen to us? Really? It's still it's very humbling to know that people are listening to us, they're getting something out of what we're putting out into the world, that they're connecting with us, and it was just amazing. And now this is what I love, listeners becoming clients and friends and sharing our journey with them and their journey with us and then meeting somewhere along the way and continuing on the journey together. It's
Yeah.
just it's such a beautiful thing that we've created.
I know. I think that's like the most exciting thing for me, especially this past
Yes.
year, me and you just wanting to get together and have a reason to hang out and chat and practice or using our voices. And it kind of turned into our own little community that we get to talk to all these amazing people. And also, the things that we're going to be doing with these people in the future is even more exciting. You know, she is somebody who is considered a blue avian starseed or something like that. She would like to get together with you, as we talked about, to discuss your reading with Jude, because she had a reading with Jude.
Yes.
And then it kind of got me excited to do something a little different with her in the future, just to test it out of, I don't know, like elevate her consciousness to speak to a blue avian. Like
Wow.
I've never heard of them. So
Yeah, me either.
it's really interesting. And then you and I are going to do something really exciting and start a channeling type reading with each other that we're going to be sharing. And you facilitated one for me recently.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
It was so cool. Honestly, I think that was the most profound session I've had all year.
Yes, absolutely. So channeling is something I've been super interested in for a very long time. While I do think that I have experienced it through hypnosis here and there, I want to really open to channel. I created a script for this. Obviously, there's no guarantee of what is going to happen during a hypnosis session, but the beauty of it is that we get to explore and experiment with these things, and having a partner in crime to do that with and having clients who want to explore that as well has been really amazing. One of the sessions that I'll be sharing down the road here with the podcast is a client and friend who actually channeled Archangel Metatron during the entire session. And it was unbelievable. It was just beautiful. And it was completely unexpected. When
Yeah.
neither of us went in with the expectation that, oh, I'm going to channel an archangel today. No, it's who she ended up being connected to. It's what came through, and just amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear that one. That also brings up the point that hypnosis and the consciousness collectively is changing. And I find a lot of clients are getting into that state quicker and going like all kinds of directions. For her to just channel an archangel, and the intention was to do a channeling, or was it a past
Yeah.
life? And she channeled an archangel. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think I've heard of that one. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. But it's not the most common archangel that we hear about. So I'm super curious to hear what he had to say.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Yeah. And then in another session recently, I had a client who went up to the sky through like hanging out with the stars in his bubble, and then met with a star, which turned out to be his soul family, who were
Wow.
created on that star. And
Wow.
then he came back to Earth and then went into the upside down world, the underworld. And I was like, hey, well, we really have to keep practicing, because they're just like the world is kind, or the consciousness is just expanding so much that
Yes.
I'm glad that I have someone to practice all this stuff with pretty often. Otherwise, I think we'd kind of fall behind
Oh
behind
my God.
the clients in this amazing state. But yeah, it's been a really fun few months working with people, I'd say.
Oh, for sure. And it's like so exciting to just not know what's to come. I mean, each and every session we facilitate, whether it's with each other or a client or friends or whoever,
Hmm.
you never know what's going to happen. And it's my favorite part about it.
I agree. And I know you and I have to do your channeling session soon.
Yes. So maybe now that I'm out of the woods with the overtime and I don't feel so bogged down anymore,
Hmm.
it'll happen organically, which is what we want.
Yeah. Well, actually, we did an entity removal recently, or we each did one,
Yeah.
which was really, really interesting because neither of us really removed
Entities. Yeah.
what I used to consider an entity.
Hmm.
It turned into something completely different. And it kind of made me rethink what an entity is.
Yeah.
Like, could an entity be considered, depressive feelings or anxiety? And
Hmm.
it really helped me to, I don't know, figure it out that, I don't consider myself somebody who has depression, but I go through depressive state.
For
I have
sure. Me too. Hmm.
days or weeks, or depending on what's going on, but of depressive feelings. And this entity removal really pulled me out of it. Even if it's just, well, we'll be playing it, but just a little teaser. I beat the crap out of a slug. So that was amazing. And
Empowering.
yeah, it was. It really was. And
Yeah.
then Julie and I got to talking that we forget that, physically, if you punch a punching bag, it really lets off a lot of excess energy and lower frequencies physically. But
Hmm.
we don't really go into the spiritual space or the mind and work it out via punching bag or like releasing those frustrations. So it really did have that effect on me. And I thought that was really cool.
Absolutely. The
I
most
know.
exciting thing to happen in 2024.
Yeah.
Can you guys guess it?
I don't know if we said it anywhere, but I am going to be visiting Julie in Wisconsin
Yay! Steph and Julie get to meet.
for the first
Oh.
time in person. I wish that I would be able to keep it a secret and just show up one day and see if you recognize me.
Who is this person at my door? I can't answer
Yeah,
the door.
just like in your doorbell cam, just like my face there, see if you recognize me. But yeah, so it's so amazing how the stars aligned, as Julie said earlier. It was just a great line, and I stole it. Sorry. We could cut that out and you can have it back. Um, so Meredith is going to be going to Wisconsin to work with Julie. So this would be her third session with you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and so she had it planned out. She had the dates planned out, and she had sent an email where we were just the three of us chatting about something different. And she suggested, because she's going with a friend to visit Julie, that I come. And she said that the universe would jump realms or something. What does she say?
That
We would
sounds good to me. I
shift.
don't
We
remember
would. The
exactly.
universe would shift dimensions or something like that. We would hop dimensions. I don't remember. And when she said that, I just got really excited and I was like, wait, is it possible? So I started looking into road tripping over there and because I have three dogs and they can't fly and I can't fly. I mean, not by myself. So my partner and I are going to be driving down there in April and we are very excited.
I'm excited too. Are you nervous at all?
No, are
Good.
you? Okay.
Ah, I'm always nervous, but I'm more excited than nervous.
Okay. What would you be nervous about?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never had I shouldn't say I've never had an online friend and then I met them in person because I met Meredith in person.
Mm-hmm.
And that was wildly amazing.
Yeah.
And I know that meeting you in person is going to be wildly amazing. So, yeah.
It's going to be magical.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And the drive over as well. I've never taken a road trip, but it's something I've always wanted to do. And I'm going to be going with my family, with my partner Max and my three dogs. So that'll
Yay.
be extra exciting. So I won't miss them. Like anytime I go somewhere after a couple days, I really miss my dogs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just like get homesick for them. And we
I'm
have
the
this
same way.
Airbnb. Oh, yeah.
I leave Ava for a few hours and I miss her. And I'm always telling Jason, God, I miss Ava. Can we go home?
Yeah. Seriously though, like before I even leave for work, I start the grieving process of missing them. Like it is, I ask other people if they feel the same. No one gets it. That's why we're
Yeah.
such good friends because we're similar in our intense love for our pets.
Yeah.
They're just so amazing. Like I can't.
I know. And don't get me wrong, I miss my kid too, but he's 17. He's too cool for mom.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when he was younger, it probably felt a little different
Oh
because they're
my
less
gosh.
independent. Like now
Yes.
he's super independent but
Yeah.
still. Yeah, I guess I miss Max too when I leave, just
Yeah.
it's not on the same playing field.
Yeah. I mean, I miss Jason while he's at work, but I'm always home because in my muggle life, I work from home too. So,
What does that mean, muggle?
have you ever seen Harry Potter?
Oh no. Are we gonna break up?
What do you mean?
I don't love Harry Potter.
No, I mean, like, muggles are the people who are not magical.
Okay, I thought you were gonna end our friendship because I don't like Harry Potter. That's happened before.
This got real intense real fast.
I
I
just
wouldn't say I'm like obsessed with Harry Potter, but have I seen it? Of course. It's
okay,
Harry
so
Potter.
a muggle is a character?
No, no. A muggle is like normal humans that are not magical humans.
Oh, it's like mundane.
Mundane. Yeah. Boring. Lame.
Oh,
Yeah. So
yeah,
in
okay.
my boring human life, I work for insurance. In my magical, mystical life, I'm a podcast host and I'm a hypnotist.
Yeah, and a fairy ninja. We've discovered that.
Oh, wow.
That's funny. Yeah, muggle. I'm going to use
Muggle.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did want to ask you, are you doing anything rituals or anything for this year? I know you choose a word for your year.
Ooh, yeah. I am not setting like a New Year's resolution.
Hmm.
That for me has never worked. However, I am doing something new this year. So last year I did a ritual with some friends and we chose the word of the year, which is something I've done the last few years. In 2023, my word of the year was magic. It was really because I wanted to see and notice and experience the magic that's all around us. And boy, did that happen. Like that really happened. I use magic all the time. All
Hmm.
the time. The word, I think about it, it's always present. And now that it's always present, my word for 2024 is expansion.
One.
That word actually came to me in a hypnosis that we recently did in kinship, where we wanted to see our future selves. It came to me it was a whole sentence, and I don't have my journal next to me. I forget what the whole sentence was, but it was basically to experience more growth and expansion consciously. So my word for 2024 is expansion. I wouldn't necessarily say I've got a whole ritual I'm planning for this year, but I am trying something new, which is a wish jar or a manifestation jar, whichever you prefer to call it. In human design, I'm a generating manifester, I think is what it's called. I'm no expert in human design. But I want to put my manifestation skills to the test. I really want to focus more on manifesting. And so the whole idea behind the wish jar or the manifestation jar is to put my manifestations in it. I'm going to do like a whole blessing on this jar. I'm going to Reiki it, cleanse it, all that sort of thing, and set an intention for it. But then I'm just going to write little notes of what I want my life to look like, things I wish, even if they're out of this world. Like it doesn't matter. The sky is the limit, right? So I'm going to focus on that. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to read through them and see what really did come to fruition. And what didn't is still cooking. So I'm going to put them back in.
That's
And
awesome.
that's what I'm going to do this year.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to set a fire.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
And are
I
you
do like
going to
that.
burn anything
Yeah.
specific?
So I'm going to set a fire and burn old pictures and stuff that has recently come up in shadow work that I forgot I had. But gonna
Same.
do
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I will make a manifestation jar as well. I think I like that idea.
Do
It's a
it.
good
Everybody
idea.
should do it. And obviously, by the time our listeners are hearing this episode, it's going to be after the beginning of the year. But you don't have to do this on January 1st. You
Hmm.
can do this December 20th. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Do it any time of the year,
Yeah,
whatever
for
is
sure.
right for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that expansion. That's a good word for this year. It also goes along with the 8.
Ooh,
Yeah.
see, I don't know much about numerology. We did numerology last year too, but it's not something that I know much about off the top of my head.
Yeah. I don't really remember all of them all the time, but I know the 8 is just a really powerful number, and my age is the same as the year for
Ooh.
half the year. So I am going to be turning 35 this year coming up, which is 8. And so
Oh.
I'll be half the year, I'll be moving through my year of the 7, finishing up any old karma that I'm ready to release, and then moving into the 8 in July.
Wow, goddamn, I'm turning 40 this year.
Year
And
of
I
the
don't
4, that's a
feel,
good one.
yes, but I don't feel like I'm old enough to be 40. I don't feel like I'm mature enough to be 40. And I don't plan on it either. Okay.
Yeah, the year of the 4 is going to be a good one for you, though. Stability.
I like
It's a
it.
divine number. It's about angels and connection, and
Yeah.
plus 4 and then 8, expansion,
There we
it's
go.
going to be growing. Everything's going to be developing. It's going to be an extra magical, expansive year.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm down. I'm down for it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anything else, or should we park this?
Park this bus.
Is that,
I don't know. Is that a
what
thing?
is that phrase? I don't
Land this
say,
plane.
you land this plane. I don't say phrases right ever, like
We
ever.
halt this train. We could just keep this going.
Are you
We
guys?
anchor this boat.
Are these all phrases or are you just making this up at the top of your head?
I'm just pulling them out of my ass.
So in your if I say I'm in the moon, does that make sense to you?
I'm in the moon.
No, I say all the time that, oh, I was in the moon. In French, it's je suis dans la lune, which is in the moon. But
Hmm.
what that means in French, like the phrase is, I was zoned out. Like,
Oh,
when you zone out, you're like,
yes.
it's like you took a trip to the moon. And when I say that to my English friends, they're like, what does that mean? It's like, I thought this was a phrase that everybody knew. It's not,
No,
apparently.
but it makes so much sense for you. You're a moon child.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It's so nice to be back, and it's nice
Thank
to
you.
chat with you, Julie, and have these amazing conversations. And thanks for all the support that everyone
Oh
showed
my
us the first
gosh.
season. It
Oh
was
my
amazing.
gosh. We are so grateful to each and every one of you.
And that's it for today's episode. Until next time, stay curious.
Stay mystical.